Hey guys, welcome back to Star Fox Adventures. This is post-commentary this episode because during what we're about to see here, I was getting very frustrated, as you may recall at the end of last episode if you watched that one, which I apologize for the increasing anger towards the end there. It either ended humorously or was super annoying. One of the two. Speaking of annoying, they're really starting to ramp up these guys. This guy with the fire that's behind me right now. But yeah, what we're doing this episode is we're here in a Krazoa Shrine, where we ended off last time. We're gonna get a Krazoa Spirit, and then go to the Warp Stone and bring it to Krazoa Palace. So lots of puzzly bits here, of which I struggle immensely. But the good news is this is the last video where I kinda don't really remember what I'm doing. Because after this part, after the frustration in how this ended, which is why I'm doing post-commentary, by the way. At one point, I just gave up commentating because I was so mad. I was like, just screw it. And see there, that was just a dumb move. I thought I could jump that. But luckily, I think you're supposed to do that because as we see, you can clearly see the thing you gotta switch coming up the ladder. So, good design there, I suppose. Lets the buffoon realize his mistake right away to be able to correct it. And that's good. I wasn't really so mad at this part, but later on, it's actually in Krazoa Palace, not this shrine. This shrine is pretty straightforward. Great music, too. Did I say that? Probably. I've been saying that every episode. Oh yeah, the music is so good. But yeah, the Krazoa Shrine stuff. Yeah, now I'm like looking for these switches and stuff. But, yeah, the commentary was just either non-existent or too angry, so I figured I'd replace it here on a different day. But oh yeah, what I was saying is after this episode, I was so mad at myself that I went and watched a whole bunch of videos on this game and just refreshed how it plays out. Yeah, here's another stupid mistake. I look everywhere except for up behind me where the other switch was in the previous room. Jump down, video cut, and let's just get to the point here. Can't believe I didn't look up at that. I remember that was like the beginning of the frustration. Anyway, what is this one? Test of combat, I believe. This I struggled with too. The test of combat, you basically have a limited amount of time to beat a bunch of Sharp Claw. Some weak, some strong. And here I had an issue with the targeting. Like I was trying to break my lock. Like see, it's having me target the big guy. So now I'm equipping the Ice Blast to try to do that thing. And I don't know what happened there, but I just went with it. But yeah, the targeting, I kept trying to target somebody else. And yeah, the guys kept blocking. That was frustrating too. The combat, like I said, is not really good in this game anyway, but I don't know, during this whole sequence, you'll see moments where, like, I'm not even pressing any buttons. It looks like I'm just dancing with the guys. Like right here, what am I doing? I think, yeah, it looks like I was having trouble debating who to attack, because clearly the Fire Blaster works on the small guys, but not really so great on the big guys. I'd rather have the ice power for them. Then I just said, screw it. And yeah, right here, I was having trouble. You have to, like, put the staff away and then take it out again to target the guy that you want to target. I don't know. It's just frustrating stuff. But like I said, after this part, everything is kind of much cleaner. I know exactly what I'm doing after this, and I just go from point to point and wreck this thing. Well, maybe not that great. I'm still tempted to do a long play, no commentary. The first in a while. I've kind of gave up on doing those, but I'm feeling it with this game right now. I wouldn't mind replaying the entire game. Love this sequence too. The music, the noises the Krazoa Spirit makes. Like this whole sequence right now. It's just very mystic. I love it. I also like the purple eyes that you get. It's like pink eye. You did it! You collected a second Krazoa Spirit. Take it to the Krazoa Palace, KO King Earthwalker. Actually, I think we get a cutscene right now too. From the creepy guy, you must save her. Her life, that's what he said. He was like, she is depending on you for her life. No pressure, though. It's only the girl of your dreams. Weird that there's no music right here, either.
You have proven yourself to be pure of heart. Bring the spirit to Krazoa Palace. I will guide you further when you get there. Come to Krazoa Palace.
Where's that now? Actually, I forget how to get there. I just know we have to go back to Thorntail Hollow. And because it showed that barrel thing that I was struggling with last time, now we're going to do that. Which I think I may mess up once. These blue gems are the best. They're like a full heal of the magic meter. Yellow, it goes blue is the best, then yellow, then red, then green. Green is garbage. It's like 1 rupee, basically. We got Tricky back. Just doing stuff. I just came back from the doctor that I've been talking about in all these episodes. Looks like I'm collecting some moon seeds here. This should, by the way, be the only post-commentary episode. I don't know. We shall see how things continue. But yeah, they did some lab work. So I got that typical band around my arm from them taking 1,000,000 vials of blood. I'm getting a neurologist referral too, although I kind of felt like an idiot during the appointment. Expressing my concerns about it. And, wait, do I mess this up? Do I know to throw it, or do I jump? I think I go with the throw, right? Nope, I'm an idiot. Makes sense. Now I learned. Did we learn from the second mistake? I think we did.
Let's play!
I would certainly hope so. But yeah, I was explaining, it's a new doctor because my usual doctor dropped my insurance. But there's... Oh, wow, really? Of course there would be multiple failures. This is me we're talking about. Me at my worst. Struggling hard. Anyway, while this dork is fumbling around not knowing what he's doing, what is it? Why is he fighting this guy? Just go do the barrel thing. You don't need a moon seed. Jeez. But yeah, the doctor, there's like 2 or 3 offices. It's like a whole network of people that still is able to use my insurance. So I had to drive extra far to a different doctor that still accepts my insurances and can just easily access my records since it's part of the same company. But it was a girl doctor and she was super attractive, and I felt like an idiot talking to her like, yeah, I think I might be stupid and I might need to see a neurologist. And she's like, okay, and then she gives me the basic neurology, like reflex test and strength test and all that stuff, and I pass it with flying colors, no problem. So it's just like, so why are you here again? I don't know. It's random stuff. It's always kind of awkward when you have an attractive doctor. I don't know. This makes you question your life choices, somehow. It looks like I'm back doing this moon seed from the previous episode that I was curious about. I don't even know what it leads to, honestly. I think it's a Boffum Dad. But I think it's safe to say any attractive doctor is probably married. Either that or they're so career-focused that they haven't gotten that far yet, and they're certainly not going to do anything with their patients. Romantically. It's just awkward. I mean, I would have booked the guy doctor at that facility, but, like, the next appointment was, like, 3 months away. So this one just happened to be, like, the closest appointment. And then she comes in the room, and I'm like, dear God, I think I'm stupid. And she was like, well, clearly. Well, what else is wrong? Oh, yeah, look at, speaking of stupid,
Slippy here!
Slippy doesn't even know what to do.
Hope that helps you, Fox!
Yeah, somehow I had a lapse
Peppy here.
of where to go, and then I was like, oh yeah, Thorntail
Keep going,
Hollow.
Fox.
It's a weird thing. Got a video cut coming up here. What happens? Oh yeah, there's a fuel cell at the top of either side of this. We got the Moon Mountain side last time. Here's the Thorntail Hollow side. And then we're pretty much right there. Can't remember if there's any kind of chaos going on in Thorntail Hollow, or if that was before and not yet again. But breathe a sigh of relief. The good music is back. We're done with Moon Mountain. And for some reason it disabled my Y button. That's weird. Why did it take the staff power up off of that? Did I save and quit and cut it out? I don't even remember, honestly. Why else would it go away? Yeah, I know it does if you save and quit and then reload the file. I may have tried that to like fast warp back to Thorntail Hollow, even though that doesn't work in this game. And here's another lapse of brain. I tried to talk to him and he went to sleep. He's like, I'm not talking to you, idiot. Figure it out yourself. I was like, oh, maybe we gotta go talk to the Queen Earthwalker and she'll point us in the right direction. Even though Tricky just told us the Warp Stone can take you there. We gotta go to Krazoa Palace. I forgot how to get there. So I went to her.
I hope the king has not been hurt.
We haven't even been told where the king was, by the way. I'm pretty sure nobody mentioned where he is. He's trapped in the walled city. You are told that in Dinosaur Planet, the N64 game that this was supposed to be. Now I go to Slippy.
Slippy here. Got
And
yourself
Slippy has
stuck
all the
again?
answers because he's a boss. The Warp Stone, and that's when I was like, oh, I'm an idiot, and thinking about what I would cut. Surprised I actually left it in here. But yeah, I gotta get neurological records from when I had seizures and stuff and send it to all new doctors. I have a feeling it's a whole bunch of runaround for nothing. Like a hypochondriac moment. So we're pressing right on the control stick to go to Krazoa Palace. First time as Fox.
Are you ready to go to Krazoa Palace?
Sure thing, buddy. I think we get a little cutscene here too. Nice Warp Stone humor. I like this guy. He's somebody I would hang out with in real life. If you could make him a normal personality. And it is a normal personality. Somebody gave him that personality. What am I talking about? You told.
So this is Krazoa Palace. Okay, Tricky. Let's find out where we can release the spirit. Tricky? Tricky!
Sorry. I forgot to tell you. I cannot warp dinosaurs.
That's a shame.
I can still hear you, Fox.
Just can't win, can you, Fox? But yeah, here's where the fumbling really started to happen. No recollection of this whatsoever. My past self, that is. I remember it now, because I remember clearly failing. But remember those barrels that I said would be ever present in this game? And the bad combat. I think I cleaned these guys up a little bit faster than usual. A little bit of struggling, it seems, with the auto-targeting. Looks like I was trying to save on magic enemy, going with the combo for this guy. I guess that makes sense. Good plan, good strategy. Although there was really only one god. But yeah, now this room is dark, so you have to use fireflies. I have 6, and I pretty much exhaust all of them. I cut some of it out, though. But yeah, I forgot all about this, but there's ramps on the left and the right. One of them is true, the other one, yeah, okay, I picked the wrong one first, of course. Who wouldn't? Somebody who knows what they're doing. But you gotta find your way to the other side. I think there might be something in the middle, too, I don't know. But the big problem down here is when you do get to the other side, which I think I was checking the perimeter. Well, clearly that's what I was doing. Great music again, though. Eventually, I jump off or take the ramp, okay. And then we run into this cracked wall. And I tried all kinds of things and exhausted more fairies to break this. I thought, surely there must be a barrel around here somewhere. Saw the magic thing. I even tried to power quake it with that staff upgrade, thinking maybe that could shatter the wall. And I could not find a barrel for the life of me. Turns out it's outside in the rain. Just like in the beginning with Krystal. Once again, just going back to how these barrel puzzles are everywhere. They ran out of ideas for other puzzles or something. I believe I cut to it now. Yeah. So there, it's like right outside, just beyond where that enemy door was. But that's not the end of it. You see, I have like 2 fairies left, so I went through 4 of them. And luckily, I was like, aren't I right here? Can't I just jump off? And luckily it does work. Barely, it was like just enough distance. And now this puzzle really messed me up. I don't even remember what the switch does. Is that the door? Honestly, no idea what that did. It might have opened the gate on the other side. Or no, it moved the fire. That's right, it was stationary before. But you gotta time it with the barrel. Of course, mess it up on the first try makes sense. But that's not the only time. I messed this thing up like 80 times. Something ridiculous. And it's not because of this. I think I actually do it here, yeah. Easy. Blow up the wall just to be safe. And then this room is ridiculous. There's a robot with a shield, but clearly what I spot immediately is the fire orb puzzle again, which is nice and easily solvable. You just line up and wait for the color. We got a green orb, goes red, green, blue. I missed it somehow. There we go. And this disables the robot's shield. So then my next thought was, oh, I gotta somehow attack it? Or go get the barrel and throw it at him. So I was screwing around for a little bit here, not sure what to do. Then I went to the barrel, tried that a million times, and eventually blew myself up. And here we have a continue screen. But luckily I'm capped out on 10 Botham Dads. And I almost quit right there, because I was so frustrated. But I decided to continue. Pressed on the switch, realized it was a pressure switch that needs the barrel, but if you bring the barrel, the thing destroys the barrel. And it took a million tries to figure out, oh my gosh, you just shoot him. And then finally, for like the 80th time, go get the barrel appropriately this time. And I think I fail it. Like, I was getting so frustrated at this. So that's when, like, clearly, once we finally do this, I save and quit, and I'm like, that's it. I'm watching a long play and a speed run, and I'm figuring out the remainder of this game so I know what I'm doing, because I'm not fumbling around forgetful like this anymore. So this is the turning point. The near rage quit. Luckily, that's the last we're ever doing that kind of crap, because every time we return to Krazoa Palace from here forth, it sends us in this very room on that platform right here, which I was curious about. Well, yeah, this should look familiar, because we were here with Krystal. But this isn't the last of the screw-up. Now we come to the big room where Krystal was crystallized. No pun intended, I guess. There's where we were with her. And now we've got this huge room that has various doors that are based on items you get throughout your adventure to gain access and deposit more Krazoa spirits. So I'm looking where to deposit this first one, forgetting the fact that you have to go all the way up and actually meet Krystal for the first time, and that's where you deposit this one. So I'm just kind of running around lost for a lot of this, inspecting rooms that don't matter. I don't even know what's on the bottom of this thing, to be honest. There might be fuel cells? Probably not. So yeah, there's various height fans here. I decide, the low path is probably the one that it would start you with, right? It seemed like a logical thought process, but then, yeah, this is a disguise we don't get till later on. Not too long from now, though. And that's, I think, all that's on this floor. So yeah, like, I know I definitely wasn't even commentating at this point. I was just so frustrated of being lost and having screwed up that barrel thing. This is like the very end game. That fan is not active, so there's no way over. Yeah, like grabbing the wall wouldn't help. But yeah, that fan doesn't activate until much later. And then finally, that was a cut to what I'm supposed to do. Take the fan all the way to the top, and finally meet Krystal.
Wow, she's beautiful. Whoa, a Krazoa spirit. But how do I get mine in there?
How do I get mine in there? A question we all ask ourselves. Don't we, Fox? weird music, dude.
What am I doing?
Peppy here! What are you doing, Fox? Release the spirit and get out of there! Peppy out!
Okay, I'm going.
Not until one last look. I mean, who could blame him? Too bad real life isn't like that. The one and only that's bound to be yours. You just meet her somewhere, and then there you go, it's fate. It doesn't work like that. I truly don't believe that. I don't think there's a one for everybody. It's what you make of it. You gotta fight for that to be there. It could be anybody. It could be the cashier at the grocery store. It could be somebody in your class. But if you don't both put in the effort, it's not happening. Love at first sight. Don't give me that garbage. I don't know, maybe it does happen. But yeah, this is the point where I was just like, I'm done. Save and quit. Let's just go watch some videos and learn this game so I'm not further an idiot. I was so angry. But like I said, it gets better from here. No more post-commentary.
Right there, Fox. Time for you to head down to the seaside. Check the signposts for directions.
Okay, big fella. Good to see you doing your job and helping out.
You cheeky little blighter. Now, I've been keeping this back for you. Ready for when you needed it.
Da-da-da-da. It's a medium scarab bag, 100 scarabs. That means we can buy something. I forget what, though. And yeah, now it's time to go to Cape Claw.
Fox? Slippy out! Peppy here!
As displayed by the triangle. And I'm like, okay, Cape Claw, that's good. And that'll be it then. So we save and quit, and then it gets better from here. So I apologize for everything that has just happened.